Your performance is getting worse. You will have fewer chances of getting promoted. If you're wondering why is my life stagnant, why can't I get my dream promotion achieved even though I'm working so hard? You might be getting confused with a lot of other questions. Don't worry. Being a dream coach, Steve can help you. I understand your current situation and can help you in achieving your dream. The first step is to have a dream, and you've already succeeded there. Let me do a free assessment for you. Let's start to reboot your life. Once you're done with coaching, congratulations. You're just a few steps away from achieving your dream. Feel free to visit my Facebook page for more information. Check out my facebook.com at Mr. Dream Big Initiative or email me at steve@mrdreambiginitiative.com.
Hi everyone, welcome to another episode with Coffee with Your Dreams. I'm sure everyone is wondering about the change of host, and I'll get to that in a minute. Mr. Steve Saravanan in this series has brought to us many inspiring stories and life journeys, sharing about their life challenges and how they are today, and that has inspired many of us to achieve all our dreams. So today, that same Mr. Steve Saravanan is here to share with us his life story. Welcome, Mr. Steve.
Thank you, Nitya. Thank you. It feels kind of different to be in the other side of the show now.
Exactly. So, our viewers have actually requested a few questions to ask you and get us to be inspired by your life story. Are you ready for the questions?
Yes, should.
Okay, the first one. You is who? What is the things you're doing? Tell us what is Mr. Steve Saravanan? Who is he now and what is he doing?
Okay, basically, I do a number of things. I'm a very simple man with very big dreams.
Yeah.
So some of the things that I do, okay. Basically, I'm the I'm one of the directors for Royal Security Management, which is a security manpower agency. So in fact, that is my life. Uh, and I'm also the founder of Mr. Dream Big Initiative. Previously, we were operating under Dream Big, the name. We rebranded it to Mr. Dream Big Initiative. And I'm an active community leader. I'm a grassroots leader. I volunteer in other community organizations as well. I'm a certified law of attraction practitioner. And I'm also a licensed NLP practitioner. I'm a certified life coach, a motivational speaker, a dream coach, and I'm a volunteer probation officer with MSF. I deal with teenagers who are under tagging, create mentorship programs for them. I'm also one of the assessors for the board of problem gambling. So I help people manage that expectations and when people have put up a case against their family members who have been going to the casino frequently, we sit in the board to actually help them assess and see if they are at risk or not. Uh, and the latest duty that I have actually taken upon is Deputy Register of Marriage and Licensed Solemnizer. So these are the kind of things that I do. And earlier I said royal security, is my life. It's true because this is a family business, and we started it. I came in here immediately after my national service. I joined. I've been here for about 20 years. Year 2000 March, actually, I joined in, and that company has taught me so much of things. It's my family, so that's my main rise. Passion wise is when I started, when I really wanted to leave my passion. And I feel that there is a lot more that I can do back for the society. That's when I started. Initially Dream Big, and then was rebranded to Mr. Dream Big Initiative. So these are the kind of things that I do, and this is who I am right now. I'm a family man, married with one wife and one daughter, 16 years old daughter. That's it. That's who I am.
Wow, that's really very amazing. So many things, and mostly it's revolving of getting back to the community and being there for everyone, be it your employees, be it your family, be it the community. So you are everywhere. Were you like this from a very young age?
When I was young, actually, I was a very, very outstanding student. All my teachers remembered me in school. I was very outstanding because I was always standing outside the classroom. My teachers always made me stand outside the gates because I was noisy, I was talkative. Be that is like I always say this joke with my daughter. I say when I was in school, I was always penalized for dreaming, and I was always punished for talking a lot. So right now, I'm actually being paid to come and speak about dreaming. So that's how life is actually turned. But when I was in school, I was actually not a very good example. I was always into trouble, getting myself into all kind of nonsense. And some of the actions that happened made me go very in a very bad path to the extent I was kicked out of school when I was 16. I was already kicked out of school before I could get my N levels certificate. So yes, I'm a school dropout. I was then in secret societies, and then I started smoking, drinking, taking drugs. You name it, I've done it. All kind of nonsense. So it was like a tough journey for me there because I was trying to deal with some issues that I had faced. I really didn't know how to deal. And at that point of time, I think we don't really have this kind of counselors and kind of stuff to actually talk to. So it's like, you dealing with how you can deal. So what I did was I actually got myself into this kind of mess. It was a very difficult period of time, not just for myself, but for my family as well. My school most probably hated me. So that's why I was asked to leave the school even before my results came out. So they told me that, whichever case, I don't think so, you're going to, do well. So maybe you might have a repeat. But in that case, if you repeat, also please repeat elsewhere because, you are not doing, you're not being the kind of standard, every school will have a standard, right? So
Yeah.
um, I wasn't keeping up to it. And I wouldn't really blame them because I think it's very logical because uh, I was doing something wrong. I mean, I was doing many things wrong. So I can't expect people to, give a blind eye to it because I was really, uh, creating a lot of nonsense, and definitely it would have been a bad influence to my friends as well. But what I'm really happy about is that the same school that kicked me out has been calling me for the past 3 to 4 years back to the school to give pep talks to their students, motivational talks, and career talks. In fact, I will. They also awarded me with Friends of the School award last year. Yes, and this year, just before COVID started, I was supposed to go up on stage and talk to the whole batch, the graduating batch, giving them a pep talk on the series on one of my most favorite topics: Dare to Chase Your Dreams.
Yeah.
So I was supposed to do that, but COVID happened, and then all the public gathering was stopped, and things took a turn. But I'm very sure, hopefully next year everything becomes good, and we will be back again on the same track. To think that the school that didn't want me there now wants me there, that makes me feel that somewhere along the line I have actually done something right. And I'm very sure now your next question would be how did the change happen, right? So.
Yes.
Uh, Uh, thank God I wasn't arrested. I mean, I was arrested, but I wasn't charged. So thank God for that because I don't know how my life would have been if I had been arrested. I mean, if I had been charged. But things since that didn't happen, I think at the right time, somehow or other, I attended this particular program, this course. It was a motivational 7 days program, and it was from Self Awareness Center. Right now, they renamed to Self Awareness Society Singapore. So I went for the program, and that gave me a new topic altogether to change, and that kind of changed everything for me. So that was very, very good. And after going for that program, that's when I started saying that, my I would make some changes to my life. So then I went through a lot of difficulty coming out of the group and kicking off all the bad habits and picking up myself again, struggling to see if I can at any point of time be able to identify what really is my dream or the journey that I want to go up with. Because most of them I don't know is what is it that I really want to do. So I started, hoping that will happen soon. It took a long time, but eventually it reached there. So that was how my childhood was. Thank God I went for the course. I would say when I was about, I think about 18ish, and then that changed a lot. Then went to army and so forth, so forth. Thereafter, everything started picking up. I started upgrading myself, and then I started to be. Then I start to know a lot about this thing called law of attraction. And then I was very, very amazed and excited about it, and started doing more and more things, and that gave me more and more results. So because of that, I realized that what. My life changed altogether. And I just want to share with you one story, Nitya, because I think this is very important for everybody um, to, to, to know that how a person can actually change. Many people out there will be thinking, is it really possible for a person to just change like that? Actually, it is very, very possible when they have a reason, a compelling reason to. See, when I was about 35, right, I actually yeah, when I was about 35. Now I'm 42. So when I was 35, I just bought my private property, and I was very excited. I was very happy. It was one of my biggest dream achieved. And then I was like, okay, you know what? This is time to relax. I was having a lot of partying. I was enjoying myself and family functions and all that was going on. But that's when I met one of my friends. This guy was very, very close with me when he was in the secret society with me. We both were very, very close. And then I took a turn and I changed for the better. Unfortunately, he went the opposite way and he became very bad. So we lost touch after a bit. And then when I met him after so many years, he was telling me that, he has uh, asked him, are you married? Do you have a kid? He said, yeah, I was married and I have a kid, but I've never seen my my child. Why? Because then he explained after I left, the whole thing went to another level, and he was arrested, and he started going in, and that thing took so many turns. So many things happened after that, and that's when life became very difficult for him. Uh, it's just that he felt that everything has changed for the worse, and he is suffering a lot. And I was just thinking to myself, hey, you know what? The two of us were like side by side with each other, or I mean, it was like so close. And how come this has happened? How come I changed for the better, and how come uh, he was still okay? It's a very amazing thought because we were so close. We were doing practically everything together. And if I had not just taken that particular turn and I just followed him all the way, I would be most wearing the same shoes, going in and out of jail and don't have a proper family and so forth. So I decided to myself, everything happens for a reason, right? So if this universe gave me a second chance, and I have to give back. That's when I started doing this in a very big scale, helping people, especially I work a lot with teenagers, helping them find a purpose in life. With a purpose, things will automatically change. I think I spoke a lot, right? For one
No,
question.
actually, what you spoke was really a huge eye opener because I would like to say that if maybe if there was someone like what you're doing right now, if you had met the same you that you are here today at the age where you were going through so much, maybe you would have turned to a new leaf even faster. Can I say that?
Yes, definitely. Because at that point of time, it's very difficult to find someone who could just give you the encouragement to handhold you. Because it's very difficult when you're trying to do things right. You tend to slip and fall, and then you have difficulty waking up again. And then at the point of someone who's really there to believe, those days I mean, right now I'm 42, so just imagine my era of school is where the teachers can still actually whack the students. Not as bad as my parents' times, but it still was there. We are still treated with a cane on and off, and so they don't really have everyone's thing is like you come to school, go and study. It's like academically, if you're not there, it means you can't make it in life. That was the kind of impression that we all got. Maybe that's not what they meant, but that was the
Yeah.
impression that we all got. So we felt that those of us who are academically challenged, after all, we find like, hey, you know what? That's it. We won't be able to do anything proper in our life. I remember with my friends we used to talk. It's like, hey, you know what? Once we come out, once we finish national service all, we buy a van, we buy a lorry, and then or we go and get our license, and then we just start working, and then we start delivering items and so forth. So forth. None of us spoke about great jobs, starting our own business. We didn't speak about anything like that. We always went for the easy way. I'm not saying that these jobs are bad, but I'm just saying that why are we only restricting ourselves to these jobs?
Yeah.
Unlike many other students who are talking about being doctors and lawyers and so forth, we don't have such. Not that we don't have it, but it's like it can't be achieved. I should remember outside my friend this. I don't want to take a bike license. We're having this conversation, and he was telling me go and take a car license. I mean, bike license. So I told him, I don't take a bike license. I'd rather go for a car license. And what he told me was this. He said, no, those days you don't call each other bros because I'm Mike.
Yeah.
He was like, no, hey, Mike, be practical. I don't think so. You can afford a car, right? So go and take a bike lesson. At least we can buy a small bike, and then we can still move around and all that. So that was how our mindset was. We already felt that we are people who will not be able to afford the many things of life that we really want, and we started believing it. We started believing it so much. And eventually, after that, everything started coming in that same direction.
So with all of that said, especially at the first question, you let us know that you are involved in so many areas and you have so much of community outreach and work commitments. How are you juggling all of those along with family commitments as well?
Well, I would say that I'm actually blessed with a lot of nice people in my life. Very, very nice people. And they always help me at every stage. You see, like my company, if you see most of my programs and all my staff also come in and join us. And same thing goes as well for my family. I've got a very supportive family. Everyone comes in and joins us and all. And I think for my daughter and my wife, they are both part of every project that I do. They are part of Mr. Dream Big initiative, and they also come in, into Royal Security and help out as uh, uh, many times as possible. And especially for my daughter, I was just thinking that I don't want to concentrate too much on other things, and then I miss out on this part of actually taking care of her. So that's when I started getting her involved a lot. And once I got her involved, she was always there really. She was always joining us, coming and being part of the organization, being part of the duty. Like for example, yesterday we did this. Two of us we joined a good friend of mine, Mario Singh. We joined him to go out and give what hampers for deserving families. That means we actually gave it. We went to about four houses, and we reached out to family in Pasir Ris, Tampines, Sengkang, and Woodlands. And it was a beautiful way of spending the day. So I try not to do it all alone. I try to bring my daughter along as much as possible. My wife, on the other hand, her classes are a bit different timing, so she may not be able to join us. But we both take turns to spend enough time with my daughter so that she, especially in the teenage years, is always in the right direction. She knows what we are doing. Many times we have heard children saying that it's very difficult to get hold of my dad or my mom. They're always busy. My parents are always busy and all. And I think, let's face it, living in Singapore, in order for you to do many things, you really have to be working very, very hard. And that's what I do. And that's what my wife also does. But we also don't want to compromise on our daughter's life. So what we do, we gel it up together. We get her to also come and do things together with us. And now that she's already 16, she's also coming and working in my company together with me for my programs. In fact, right now for this talk as well, she was doing the marketing portions, and you can see all the comments from Mr. Dreamy Initiative. The administrative work is all done by my daughter. So we are going in that mode. Don't do things alone. Get everybody together, especially our kids and all together. And I'm blessed with good friends as well. I've got I had a lot of friends, but my closest ones right now, I would say it actually from my grassroots contact, Victory IEEC. That was my first place I came in when I was 11 years ago. I joined that grassroots organization. There till now, we all have been very good friends, and we have grown more than the organization itself. We have become more like a family, and they always support me. So with such good people around you supporting you, I always find that doing this kind of things, it's much easier. And of course, there is a bit of pressure there to
Yeah.
say that you make sure you don't fail in whatever that you do, because so many people are actually following you and your vision. So that keeps me also on my toes to ensure that I don't take things for granted.
That's really nice because I feel that to achieve our dreams, it's mostly our hard work and our mindset as well as supportive family and friends. And I'm really glad that you have such a company, and I'm sure everyone would be looking out for such people. So I hope our viewers are also doing their part in their everyday life to be supportive of one another's dreams. So because you wouldn't know whose life you might be changing. So, with that said, now moving on to our final question for this evening. Um, what is your secret for success? If you are here today, what was the magic?
Well, I would say, back again to what I always say, it's it's what you really want. You see, like what I was sharing earlier, when I was sitting with my group of friends, we were not even talking about doing something big in our lives. If you don't even talk about doing something big in your life, how would you even dream about it? And if you don't even dream about it, how would you even work towards it? And as long as you don't, that means you have already told yourself, it's okay. I don't need to leave. And when I talk about bigger part of life, it's not just about dollars and cents. It's always about the wholesome life, a family, good friends, healthy habits, volunteering out there, meditation, spiritualism. There's a lot of stuff in our life, and in order for us to do that, we got to first want it. I always tell my friends most of the time, what is it that you really want? Why aren't you asking for what you want? Why aren't you even dreaming it? Why are you convincing yourself that you cannot? So whenever they convince that they know, okay, you know what? For me to drive a Ferrari car is impossible. Or for me to go overseas and work is impossible. For me to get a degree is impossible. Why is it impossible? The moment you set yourself your ceiling there, that no, I can't go anything above, then you confirm you can't. But the moment you actually put say that you can, then definitely you can. You see, like for me, to answer your questions, your last question, you actually asked me what is the secret. For me, I tell my secret is my dreams. I dream a lot, and I'm not afraid to dream. I dream a lot. I always tell myself, so what? Nothing can happen. When I wanted to go into a motivational, when I wanted to become a motivational speaker, I tried doing a few things, and then I realized that uh, nobody wants me up there on stage. Nobody wants to hear me speak because they don't know who I am. I've got no experience or training on that. So then I worked. I didn't really care about it. I just kept doing it over and over and over and over again until people really felt, hey, what he says makes sense. And then they started inviting me, and then the whole thing went on. So if I had already said that no, it's going to be difficult, because it is very difficult. Once you have a dream and you start chasing your dream, okay, rest assured, your life is going to become difficult. It's going to be enjoyable. You're going to enjoy the challenges. But if you don't, that's when you will start to find yourself, all the way very down. It's like, there'll be some people who will be like, "Oh, I wake up, I go to work, I come back, and I do this, I do that." Keep on going on and on. They're so upset about themselves. But why? When your life is yours, whatever is it that you want. Let me repeat myself. I'm just not talking about materialistic items alone. Even if you want to have a family, you want to have a kid, you want to get married, you want to go overseas, why is it? It's impossible. Now, let me share with you. When I did Coffee with Your Dreams session, when I started this year, mainly it's because a lot of people were very upset. They were very negative. They felt that life was very, very upsetting, because COVID happened. We had lockdown, circuit breakers, and stuff like that. But the thing is, there are a lot of people who are having a worse life than us. Any one of us, whoever, even they think they're having the worst and worst and worst life, just remember there's always someone else having a worse life than you. And of course, there's someone else having better life than you as well. So look at the one who's having a better life and try to see how you can improve life. There's no harm doing that, and there's no damage doing that at all. So just go ahead and do that. So when you keep on doing that, your life completely changes. That's what I always tell to all my friends, family. Just it's okay. It's okay to be wrong. Why must you always be right? Go and try something new. So what if it's wrong? At least you know you have tried. You have done it. Sorry, don't try. Do it. Because the moment you try, you are not giving 100%. So you do it.
Yeah.
So do it. When you do it, you at least have the experience, even if it goes wrong. But if you don't do it at all, you'll never have the experience. But you will just have a lot of reasons to back it up for you that, this is what happened. And this is what I always tell myself, at all times, just keep doing it. My advice to everybody out there, I think your life, only one person can help you in your life, and that's yourself. If you really feel this is what you want. Now, like I said earlier, we have interviewed a few people in our Coffee with Your Dream sessions, and you see all of them had amazing stories. I try to choose people who are very, very normal, everyday people who actually did something different. We have got people at the age of 35 who actually went and completed their degree, family men, and so forth. We had people who were engineer trained, and eventually he became a MediaCorp producer. He has a production house. And we have got people who were housewife who started their own catering business. And we have got people who actually were just normal, everyday guy working in a company with kids and family. He came out to the steps, started his own company, and then hit by COVID, he changed the structure of the business. From a production house, they went to selling frozen food and all. So we have this kind of amazing people. Why talk so much about so many people? Just you yourself, Nitya. You had a vision of going overseas. And when
Yeah.
everybody said no, you cannot go overseas, you were just very, very adamant about it, and you still went overseas. And you got it, you did your degree very well. And right now, you are standing at the age of starting your master's with a huge question mark on how it's really going to work out. But you're still there, and you have put in what I like to use the word as blind faith. You've put in this blind faith that no matter what, I am not coming back until it works out.
Yeah.
You're not giving the universe a choice. Let You're like, no, I am going to do it. Okay, I'm going to jump. You make sure I fly. If not, my
Yeah.
death is on you. You're going on that mode, no?
Yeah.
Which is amazing, and that's how many people out there actually achieve so much in their life by putting that blind faith. Amazing job, Nitya.
Thank you, Mrs. Steve. Really, really thank you. I would say that it's not every day where it's easy, but your words and your inspiring stories and how you reach out to find the best within us and show it back to us like a mirror is the reason why so many of us is, still waking up another day and wanting to fight for something new. And that is because people like you have shown things that we never knew was even a part of us, never knew that it was our potential. So I hope our viewers are also doing the same thing. Is because like how Mr. Steve said, if he had at least one person like him who he is today in his life when he was going through those things, he could have got it out earlier. So when he is now giving back to society, I hope everyone receives it with open hands and, have the blind faith too, because it may seem scary, it may seem difficult, but you will never know until you do it.
True, totally agree. I think I see a question here as well from Roshni.
Yes.
What you use as a motivation to continue achieving your dreams? Um, by the way, Roshni is my daughter, so I think she's coming in with this question. Well, for me, I would say that if you ask me, do I don't want to give up? Rest assured that I have tried. Yeah, I have tried giving up almost every other day because it's very challenging. Going to work, taking care of family, going out, and you still want to have a life. You still want to do things. You want to enjoy yourself. You want to stuff, and this is like a lot of hard work. Coming up with programs like this, going for meetings, preparing this, and how do we manage all this? So when the stress really gets to you, I've like okay, I think let's just give up, you know. But what really keeps me going is people around me and the support they show me. They believe in me. They believe that when I say that, what, next week I'm going to send out a video, or I'm going to come up with a program that's going to change people's life. They believe. Do you know that in my experience of this with my friends, my good friends' support, I have actually gone to we have gone to Myanmar, we have gone to Thailand, we have gone to Indonesia, we have gone to Malaysia, all these places. We have gone about 6 to 7 homes and reached out to them. We did the workshops for them. We have sponsored food. And I tell you, we don't do it all just, I'm not the only one who's sponsoring. My family, my friends, the moment I tell I'm going to do this, they all will chip in. That's about 2 or 3 years ago. We actually did this on a Good Friday. We decided to give out rice packets to all our deserving families. And when we said we're going to give out, we had donations up to $4,000. And we're just a group of friends, we are not an organization yet, and we were nothing. Just a group of friends. And I just told my friends, you know what, guys, I'm going to do this. With whoever supports me, please come and support me. So I formed up with another 3 to 4 guys, about 5 of us. We sat together and we started doing planning out. And more people joining. On the day, money is always easy. I always say this because people will tend to give money much more easily than they themselves coming. So when they gave me money and we collected and we brought all the rice, then on the day we managed to get 100 awesome, beautiful people who came down there and helped us distribute all the rice packets. It was Good Friday. One group actually came from a church. They skipped their church prayer session and they came here because they said that they really wanted to do this. It was so beautiful and awesome. And after one time doing this with that kind of energy, I think you will not want to go wrong anymore. You will just want to go and do it. I mean, frankly, to me, that's what I'm always thinking to myself now. If with that kind of support, why do I have to fear? Why do I think so much? Just go
Yeah.
for it and just do it. I think Naidu has something.
Yeah. Here's another question. His question is risk taking to achieve our dreams. How do we measure how much risk should we take while making life changing decisions?
Well, if we go with my stand, I do would be, if you go with blind faith, that means we are talking about like, for an example, um, if you were to say that you want to start a business, for example, now blind faith meaning blind faith actually works how it's like that means you quit your current job, everything you stop and you just jump in and do. But now that is, I'm very, very sure we will have the fear factor there, right? So how do we
Yeah.
go about doing it? What if we fail? What if it goes back and all that? Especially right now, the world has changed a lot right now. But what we can do is that we have to make believe our mind that we are there. That means you are, for example, you want to start a restaurant. Okay, you want to start a restaurant, and you are maybe currently you are a technician, right? So don't believe that you're a technician. Believe that you are a restaurant owner. Believe that you are having a restaurant in your mind. Everything, single thing that you do, even though you are working right now as a technician, right? When you're repairing some power systems and all that. But think of yourself as that. Just just keep on doing that. Believe me, it'll give you a lot of miracles happening because you start to generate that kind of energy from people around you. Somehow or other, people will start to come to you for this kind of things. I want. Why don't you come and cook for me for this particular event and so forth. Okay, so to this is how do we measure? I feel that in order to measure, you have to actually see how much you really want. Now, you really want to, I use the same scenario again. That means you are going to you want to run a restaurant. Okay, you are a technician now. You're in a stable job and all that, but this is your passion. So, if you don't want to take the blind faith and jump altogether, you can go into believing and just working out, come up with a decision. Of course, that means risk you have to. If you get a better, if suddenly in your this line and they tell you, "Hey, you know what, I'm going to send you to Canada for 2 or 3 years, better pay and all that. So if but you really want to achieve this, you have to forego that, and eventually we have to let go of this to take. You know, in our hands, we always got some things there, right? So if in order for you to receive it, take something out of here to pick up something, you must let go of what you have. I hope that answers the question because the moment how much you want to let go is how much you can get. So if you were to say that, I want to only let go this much, I can only take in this much. If I can only this much, I'm going to, but the day you're going to let go everything, then you can pick up something completely. So how much of a risk? It really is a question that you got to ask yourself because you see, everybody can say take the blind faith,
Yeah.
take the jump. But deep down, how practical it's going to be, only the individual will know. But what they can do is they can take baby steps, no problem, as long as they keep taking the steps.
Yeah.
Don't stop. And what I always like to tell to all my friends, and people come and see me, I tell them, guys, first thing, let's build your credibility as a person, right? As a person, you start to build yourself a name, an image, and once you've done that, trust me, people will all go and start taking your word for it. They will really start believing what you're saying, right? And they start following you. As a technician, you start to do everything as a caterer. You talk to people, you tell them, you know what, guys, come, let me come and cook for you. But you must make sure when you say this Sunday, I'm going to cook for you all, for example, barbecued chicken or barbecued fish, then you must come and you must cook it on the day. On the day, you must cook it, give it to them, right or wrong, good or bad. I mean, don't care about that. You try your
Yeah.
best to be good, but if in case the taste doesn't turn out, it's okay. Be ready for criticism, positive criticism. If people
Yeah.
come and tell you why is it that the taste is not good, it's okay. Never mind. Just take it out. Try it out and see. Okay, give me your feedback. I think it's a bit too salty. Oh, too salty. Okay, fine. I'll make it. You keep on doing it. More or less, people will then start to. Have you ever seen uh, those guys who wear bright colors or they have a golden hair? Or those people who always talk about a certain things, always in that kind of. The moment you talk about catering, their mind will come in. I mean, they will come into your mind. The moment you talk about something, certain people will come into uh, the mind,
Yep.
and that's how you start to generate the positive ions to actually be always following you. You know, so people will start to believe and start to send ions that you are already the restaurant owner. That's powerful. That's equivalent to mass prayers.
Yep.
Mass prayers, mass chanting, people will do things together. Is equivalent to that. Everybody, like right now, everybody asks me if they want, if there is going to be something of a motivation talk or something, they will already make they already started believing that I can execute it. And I tell you, they started believing me for the past 4 years already. When I started off, right? I've been doing this for the past 7 years. And when I started off, it's the first 1 2 years is that people started believing because I keep on doing this. I keep on talking that, and it's their positive ions that pushed me and made me into who I am today. That's an amazing thing that I learned, and I
Yep.
feel cool. If that's the thing, and then you start following this, you will not go outside. You will not want to fight with the shop owners. You will not want to fight with the people you see on the street. Someone come and honk at you. Boom! Don't get so angry. Don't. Nobody's. It's on them.
Yep.
After you give way to extra, but they will start to thank you, and then that positive audience will come to you. Just see how it changes your life.
Yeah.
Amazing, really amazing.
Now we have another question from Roshni. How do I know if my goals are achievable and if I am setting realistic goals?
Okay, how I always gauge that is this. Now we know that, for example, let's talk about dollars and cents. Right now,
Yep.
I know that I can save safely. I can save every month $100. So
Okay.
that means at the year end, I know I can save $1,200. This is without me putting any much effort. So,
Okay.
but I already know that I'm going to get a better job. So I'm going to get more or an increment and stuff like that. Somehow or other, I already know. So I'm deciding to make it into $200. Right? You can put in another 20%, 30% more, like $250 or $300. Right? And then put that as your goal, and then you keep working towards it. Now, don't put $1,000. If you can, you put 200, $300. But when you save on that particular month, you have got more money. You save more. It's still
Yeah.
okay because you know why? It's very important. No, your mind will feel. Your subconscious mind will think that Roshni wanted to save $200, but now she's saving $300. I mean, sorry, she wanted to save $250. Now
Yeah.
she's saving $1,000. Or even if it's like $300 or $500 you're saving, it's still okay. It's more. And your subconscious mind will say, Roshni is a powerful person who can do not keep up just to her word, she can do beyond what she's supposed to do. She is a record breaker. She's an amazing individual. If you were to put your goal very, very high, $1,000, maybe first month possible, second month possible is good. But the third month was if it's not possible, your subconscious will start to feel that, hey, so Roshni cannot keep up to her word. Roshni is not able to what do what she said. And that itself, you are already self creating a lot of negative ions. You don't need that. Rather do like what they always say. Under uh, what do you call it? They say this beautiful line. Um, Under something over deliver. Under present over deliver or something like that, right? So you say that you're going to do this, all right?
Yeah.
When you go to a client, you tell him, you know what, I'm going to give you 50%, 40% of my work, but in the end you actually give him 100%,
Yeah.
rather than you saying you give him 100%. So you say you're going to give me this much. So likewise, when you set a goal and you prepare it that way, so your subconscious mind will start to help you. Amazing, huh? When you set your goal, when you say $250 and all, and you start to desire, dream about it, plan, suddenly you'll see someone will come and say, hey, you know what, Roshni, could you help me with this filing work, and I'll give you $50. Yeah, like, wow, okay, cool. So I already got some more. So something else will come up. Suddenly something will come up. Your school will give you, nowadays schools He got a lot of money, like Eagles Award and different kind of
Yeah.
award. They can just give you an award and you will get money. There's a lot of ways. So don't restrict it. Yeah, thank you, Sanjit. Under promise and over deliver. Yeah, that's a amazing, amazing line, which I think is very powerful when we do that, because we are actually making our subconscious mind think that we are. That means if when we run a race, if someone tells us the record is within 8 minutes, and we set ourselves, okay, 7.5 minutes I'm going to run. But in the end, when you complete at 7 or 6.5, you are actually going beyond. Your subconscious mind will start giving you more and more opportunities. Your subconscious mind always works along with you. So not to worry. So have uh, goals that are realistic, all right? Always 20%, 30% more. Okay? Have that plan. But when it comes beyond, just put it on. No problem. Just put it on. It's amazing what. I mean, there's no harm done. If you say you want to save $250 and that month you save $500, even more better. Let it be. As long as you don't go below. You know why I always keep saying this? Because sometimes when you keep like $1,000 and you cannot do it at the first 2 3 months, then you give up. You just feel it's impossible. I'm not able to do it. So forget it. So then that becomes an issue, and your subconscious mind doesn't know that it's going to happen. For it, it's like okay, what didn't do it. So I think that's the part that we have to really really think when we're doing goal setting. We can aim for anything and everything, no problem. Because when you say goal, you have a targeted line. No, you are not saying that I dream to buy a car. You are saying that goal, meaning you're saying that at 2022 January I am going to be driving my car. So that means you're setting a target as well. Goals always comes with targets. So that's when you have to be very, very sure that this is fully achievable. 20-30% more is good to give you the adrenaline rush, to give you the challenge.
I 100% agree with that. From the time that I've came to Australia, I told myself that I'm gonna save a certain amount of money, and I always made sure each and every month I never put the exact amount. I always put in more, and I don't know. I guess it's a blessing in disguise with COVID and everything and all. We have had government aid, and my own school has offered meals, scholarships and discounts and this and that, and they have even give us like a student card that we can use to buy food from outside, and it's way more cheaper than what we usually spend. And because of that, I wanted to save, for example, $200, and I am now saving more than that because of my own fact that each month I was giving more than I planned, and with that attitude, everything just fall into place for me. So I guess that's a very important lesson. And then now we have another question from Ashwini. She's asking, how do we keep ourselves positive even when things don't go our way? How to keep on making yourself believe that things will go well even in a bad situation?
Okay, beautiful question. Someone asked me this question just recently, about 2 weeks ago, when I met a friend for some late night supper, and he asked me this question, and this is the exact explanation I gave him. I said this. Now, assuming, let's say, they always say, okay, we want to aim to think very positive. We don't want to think negative and all that, right? So then the question that they asked me, the example that they gave me was, what if you have got no money at all? You right now you can't pay your bills, right? At this very moment, when your pay comes in, also you are like 20% short. That means you are earning, I don't know, $10,000 a month, but
Yeah.
you have expenses. Sorry, you're earning $8,000 a month, but your expenses $10,000. So whichever case, 20% you are short. So
Yeah.
how to be positive when every month you're going to be pressed and pushed for money? So what I told him was this. I said, it's actually very simple. Do you realize that it's much more easier just to dream, just to sit there and just feel, what? Okay, whichever case I got no money, choice I give you. One, sit there and grumble. I've got no money. The people, the government, the God, everybody. Blame everyone. Okay, blame everyone. Blame the universe. Everyone you blame. Is it going to make it better? Anyway, no. If you were to sit down there and just think about, you know what, I'm going to do it, like, no matter what. The day once I've paid off, I tell you, I'm going to laugh at their faces. You go in that mode and you keep on telling yourself, no, you're going to, no matter what, you're going to do it. It's good to have faith at this point of time. Faith in religion, feng shui, friends, family. So some good trustworthy people where you can always talk to them and say, you know what, I really want to do it. It's not happening, but we are going to do it. I'm really going to do it. And we keep on going in that mode. And that will actually give us a lot of energy. Now, let me give you this. You are an individual who want to have six pack. Okay, scenario. This is the scenario I'm going to give you. You want six pack, and you know that to get six pack, there's only one way. You have to work like mad, and you have to, control your food, your exercise, and even your drinking water. Also, I heard that you have to really maintain in order to get six packs.
Yeah.
And but did anyone ever say that by feeling sad, negative, or upset is going to give you six packs? Because once you try a bit, you feel like, oh, I cannot really, right? So if you were to blame the whole entire world, or you were to blame anyone, my leg is pain, I don't have a gym near my house, I cannot afford gym, I don't have time, I'm working day and night, all these kind of reasons you give also, is it going to give you six pack? No. I mean, that is a fact of life. It's
Yeah.
not going to give you six pack. Only one thing is going to give you six pack. Sit-ups and crunch and stuff like that. Nothing else is going to give you. Then why are we doing that? Why do we keep on going there only? Because it's easier. It's easier to sit and grumble. So if there is one way you can do, there's only one thing that you can do is sitting on the sit up, doing the sit up, right? So if other people are there saying you cannot do family situations, long hours at work, and so forth, so forth, so forth. Yeah, these are the challenges. Nobody says it's going to be easy. It's going to be
Yeah.
very difficult. But if you keep on doing it, keep on believing you can do it, eventually you'll reach there. But trust me, if you keep on believing you can't do it, if you keep on feeling sorry for yourself and sad for yourself, 101% you won't reach there. Have you
Yeah.
seen anyone who can say that I wanted to do this? I wanted to, make sure I get $1 million. Have you heard anyone? I grumbled and was super negative and upset and angry with anyone. I all the way and I got it. Every single person. Let's look at some amazing characters that we have come across in Singapore itself. Many people came into Singapore with all a huge bag of old chunks, and they
Yeah.
said it is soul. But only some of them could become like Mustafa. And how did they do that? They have challenges. Every success story is always filled with challenges. But it's about you keeping yourself positive. Now, I'm being very practical here. I'm not saying that shouldn't be negative at all. Okay, that's not possible, right? Even I myself, if someone passes a comment, I will feel upset. Even if right now in this comment box, someone was to say that, you know what? Oh, what nonsense are you talking? I don't believe what you're saying. Okay, I don't have to bother about what they're saying at all. But still, when I see that, I will feel upset. Yeah, for a moment, get over it, because I know there's no other way. I cannot do anything or be fighting with a person or trying to justify my actions and still be able to motivate the rest of them who are listening. The only way I ignore. If there's anything positively constructive comments there, take it, feedback. If it's not, forget it. Don't ever just remember, just because you are running a race, you are running a race to win, and because there are dogs at the side of the road who are barking at you, you stop and bark back at the dogs, you will never be able to complete, let alone win.
Yeah.
So you want to win, just keep on going, just keep on going. Yeah, I'm so, along the way, some people really find it very, very difficult. Yeah, I know. Nothing is easy in this world. The very fact when we were born, we are all born winners. When we were born itself, we already fight over 1 million over sperm counts. And
Yep.
only one of it became the human. So we are born winners. And if you see every single thing, what is difficult? The very fact that we were born, itself, our mothers had to go through so much of pain.
Yeah.
So the easy at all. Everything is difficult, but it's just that we got to keep telling ourselves, yes. Imagine if our mothers, after a pregnancy, the first 1 2 months, they are going through a lot of morning sickness and all that, right? Imagine at that point of time, our mothers decide, oh, so difficult. I can't be positive. I don't want you. We
Yeah.
won't be here. Fact of life, guys. We won't be here at
Yeah.
all. The very fact that we're here is because someone chose being positive over negative and believed that we will be out and we will make a difference. And that's why we are born. So it's the same thing. Apply that in our day-to-day life. Whenever we got any challenges, yeah. So but what is it that I really want? I want to, okay, come, let me try. Let me push for it. Let me go for it. Just keep on trying that. That's what I always do. You think I don't feel sad? Oh my God. Like I said earlier, almost every other day I want to give up. I will ask myself this question, what am I doing this for, man? I'm enjoying my life. Maybe don't do all this. But hey, I also tell myself, no, whichever case, we are going to go for it and we are going to do it no matter what. So that's why I change, I switch, and I tell myself, yes, I'm going to do it. I tell you, I've seen whenever I go negative, right? I'm just like, not thinking about it. I'm just like, oh, grumbling a lot. I know immediately things will go wrong. But the moment I take things positively, I've seen so much of beautiful things happening. But there will be external factors, family members, friends, even our bosses, all that will be pushing it upon us. We just
Yeah.
have to know how to deal out of it. See, everybody doing their job. The fisherman is trying to catch the fish for his survival, and the fish is struggling to come out of the net for its survival.
Yeah.
Whichever case, nobody is to blame. Everyone is doing it right. I can't get angry with the fish. Saying, fish, why are you so difficult to get caught?
Yeah.
Family is hungry down there. I need you to get caught. It doesn't work that way. So we just remember that we are doing this all ourselves, and we just go for it. It'll definitely work out. So actually, just remember that even in a bad situation, all you have to do is think positive. Now, it may sound as crazy as it seems, but if you think negative, confirm it's not going to happen. So, in the layman, I'm telling you, don't even think about the negative option because it's still not going to help you. It's going to make you
Yeah.
feel worse. At least think positive. Imagine, be this child in a fairy tale. Just sit down there. You know what? I am going to get my job, or I'm going to drive this car. I'm going to going to this house. Just imagine that. Feel, smile about it, enjoy. It's okay. At least you feel good. Right? It's self therapy. Right. So if your conscious mind right now tells you when you're hearing this thing that how it's not practical, it's okay. Leave it. Don't fight with it. Just leave it. But just keep on doing it. Because end of the day, by doing this for that maybe 1 hour, you feel very happy, right? You feel
Yeah.
very happy, feel very good, right? Just still does good for you. It doesn't do anything harm. Whenever I sit with my friends, I love to plan for holidays. We'll plan
Yeah.
holidays. We'll even go into details like day one, we'll do the day two. You know
Yeah.
why? Instead of us sitting at that point and talking about what's going wrong in our lives,
Yeah.
it's not going to help us at all. We're just reliving the whole negative experience over and over again. Rather, we shoot straight and say, you know what, let's go for a holiday. Let's go do
Yeah.
this. Let's go there. Let's go to America. Why don't we plan to go to America? We've never been. Yeah, so first day we go here. Let's go to the Wall Street and all. You keep on talking. We are making so positive. Our eyes will open up. We feel so much better. For that second, we will not even be thinking about all the negative stuff. And that does itself a lot of good things for us.
So I think this answer actually answers Monique's question as well on how do you deal with negative people and energy around you, and any daily tips on keeping yourself positive on a daily basis.
I think what really works for me is, of course, number one, my dream board.
Yeah.
Uh, Most of you would have come for the dream board session. Let me just tell you again, dream board is like a vision board. You put it up, you put up all the stuff there that you want to achieve, and you put there, and you put it in a place where you can always see. And every day, what is the most motivating factor than you standing beside your dream home, your dream car, dream job, dream family, in what you exactly want? You are seeing it there and you achieving it. That is very, very motivational. Now, beyond that, So this is something that I do almost every day. I look at it, and I always will imagine. I'll just feel happy. I'll just like today could do it, that kind of stuff. So,
Yeah.
but another one more thing is I follow YouTube a lot. There's a lot of motivational talks going on by a lot of amazing people. I always like to listen to them. I even have the song collection where they will just like go. My wife will always make fun that my alarm sound is very funny. I know it's
Yeah.
like weird and all that. But it's like, when you want to shine like a diamond, you got to grind like a diamond. If you want to achieve your goals, you have to work much harder. If you think waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning is going to make you the person you want to get, you are so wrong. You're going to wake up at 3 o'clock. You're going to wake up at 2 o'clock. You're going to grind. That kind of stuff. You keep
Yeah.
on listening when you're taking the bus to work or when you're sitting in any kind of situation. That kids keep on drilling and drilling and drilling. And it really works. I hope that's answered your question, Monique.
And I think one more key important tip I think that he missed out is I think we should regularly watch his YouTube channel and follow him on his social medias because he's giving daily motivation and you will never know when it would be helpful for you. So go follow, guys.
Yeah, true. I want to mention this. You know, some people have asked me this question. Steve, you're so busy. Why do you keep on preparing quotes, um, motivational stuff, and you keep posting it on social media and so forth? And I told myself that, yeah, I mean, I sent to in my WhatsApp broadcast alone. I has about 200 over people. I send. I know some people are not happy about it. Some people have told me, hey, you know what, don't send me. I said, okay, fine, cool. And some people have said that uh, maybe they have even blocked me. I don't know. But the thing is, I know that many people out there, right, have actually got a benefit out of it. I've had someone who told me that, this message came so timely. I was just preparing my resignation letter because I got a big argument with my boss and just told myself, that's it. And just nice, as I was about to send, I got uh, this message, and that was like, wow. I quickly stopped and told myself, no, I'm not going to let him give up. I always tell this: if your boss is giving you a hard time, give him back a hard time. How? Don't resign a job. Don't resign or don't quit any situation because you are doing bad at it. Leave when you're doing good. That means you're doing good. You should be leaving because you're going to something else better. Don't go into something just because you feel. I mean, don't leave something because you feel that you are not doing. You are bad at it. My boss doesn't appreciate me, or I can't do this job. Don't, because that itself is very, very, very negative. Wait, prove him wrong or her wrong, solve the issue, and then leave the job. Right. So that will really be very, very useful and powerful for you.
We've got one more question. How does dressing motivate us? Is it important to dress up every day?
Okay, if you ask me, I think like in my family itself, some of us like like India also, we are really focused a lot on dressing up. Okay, because personally for me, I feel that uh, people need to speak to us in order to understand us, right? And if you even before that, the moment they look at you, an impression is already created. They say that it takes just 3 seconds to create an impression of you, whether you are uh, successful, not successful, whether you are credible or not, or whether you are even a person that they want to be worth talking to. Some basic things we have to make sure at all times, even like the way we dress, we should be. I mean, clean shaven, have a beard, no problem. For ladies, long hair, tie up, all the no problem. But whichever fashion style that you want to follow, just follow up with it and do it up. Every day, dress like $1,000,000
Yes.
because nobody can tell you that you are not worth it, right? So dress like that. You don't have to be dressed very well in order and only to go for a hotel ballroom function, right? Even if you're going to just down to a shop or to the nearby your neighborhood shopping mall, it's okay. Dress well. Okay, again, same question. No harm done. Nobody.
Exactly.
Yes, and I tell you, right now is COVID times. No more gatherings, no more parties. Nobody's calling you anywhere. So the only way you can make sure your clothes don't get spoiled at home is to actually wear and go out. So I do that. I dress up nicely. I get blazers. I still wear blazers and I still go out. It's okay. Wear very well. Automatically, your confidence feels you feel very confident. You see, it's very simple. We all know the moment we enter a place, a hall or a particular event place, the moment everybody says, "Hey, wow, you're looking very good. Wow, dashing. Wow, amazing." Automatically, our mood changes. As if you're going to go up on stage to present something or to speak about something with that kind of positive ions people have actually posted upon you, you go up automatically. You will start to talk very well. But just imagine if you enter the place and you say, "Hey, you know what? I am, I'm most probably you are the most intelligent guy in the whole entire room, you know, and you just go with a t-shirt, not shaven, or ladies maybe they never comb their hair properly, they're not dressed, to the theme, and you go in there, and people, some blunt people, trust me, there's a lot of blunt people nowadays, so
Yeah.
they will actually tell you, what happened? You didn't get the invite, or you didn't
Mhm.
read the invite. Oh, and sometimes like, why you dress like that?
Yeah.
There'll be some so-called want to be nice ones will come and say that, hey, you look a bit dark in this, or you have like put on weight, or that,
Mhm.
it's like lost weight also a problem. You come saying you lost
Yeah.
weight. That's very. Is everything okay with health and all? So people will go in that mode. But
Yeah.
imagine, upon receiving it, whether you believe them or not, you receive that with that thought, you go up on stage to present. Just imagine how your presentation is going to be. Actually, it's going to be not good at all. It's a fact. It won't be good. Why it won't be good? Because you are not speaking, you're not able to speak the way that you really want to. I mean, because you're already bothered, disturbed
Yeah.
about the very fact. So why are we going around trying to invite negative ions to ourselves? Dress up very well, feel like $1 million, unless you feel, if you feel that you are not worth it,
Yeah.
then I think you have a bigger problem to deal with than dressing. Because if you are worth it, then nobody can come and tell you that you don't have to dress up very well. That's why you must always dress up.
Exactly.
Once in a while, you want to, wear flip flops and go. No problem. Make sure you go to the beach. You wear flip flops and all that. I'm not asking you to wear a blazer and go to the beach. I'm telling you,
Mhm.
dress accordingly to the place. But dress well. Everything. You can see some great people. They have this the charisma about themselves. The moment you see them, it's like wow. It's like they go there. Trust me, they can sell sand from the beach to you for $500 or even $1,000 because it's just the whole image has been created that they are wow. So that is something that is very very important. I feel everybody every day we should dress to kill. It's not just for occasions.
Yeah.
Every
100%.
day is an occasion.
I think, tying all of that together, one thing we have to remember is when we look back at happiest moments in our lives, it would be during like a huge wedding or a birthday party or some activity with your friends. And all of those times, you are dressed up, you are smiling, you are living your best life. So why must you limit it to those times only? You deserve better. You can live that life even today, even at home. It's not limited to a place outside or a event hall whatsoever. So when you have that option, why not take the better option? Is because like how Mrs. Steve Sarvan has advised that you know feeling positive every day is all within ourselves, and doing things like dressing up is all part of it. So with such understanding and theory, I think there's nothing that we can't achieve in this world. We can do all of it and more.
Yes, definitely. And I think that, this is something that the way we dress, the way we talk, the way we greet people, even
Yeah.
even the people who are, I mean, we should never just be treating those people the high up. Even the people, even the canteen aunties who come there to clean the plates, to trays, or even those people who are selling tissues,
Yeah.
they all are amazing human beings. We got to greet all of them, treat all of them. They will have more compassion and they will give you more positive ions, okay, compared to CEO,
Yes.
right? You hi, hello to your CEO. So many people are doing it. He may not even have the time to even, oh wow, this guy looks good, or this guy is, doing this. I appreciate you. Very, very seldom. But when you try it with the auntie who's selling tissue, right? You just get what I always do. I always say, thank you. I will go and buy one tissue, just one, and then I will give her the full money because I will never want to insult them by not taking anything, by just saying it's okay, never mind. I'll give
Yeah.
them just one tissue. I'll just take one tissue and I'll give them the $2 or $3, and then I'll tell them thank you so much. And I can see that they're so happy. They will confirm bless us, and that is already sending us the positive ion to you, saying that wow, this guy is so good to me. I wish you all the best, my son.
Yeah.
My daughter, kind of thing. And that itself is amazing. Power.
I think that's all the questions that we have from our viewers today. Is there anything else you would like to add, Mr. Steve?
Well, the last one I would like to always say is every one of us have a big dream, right? We have a very, very big dream. And I think that what's really important is that we must dare to chase our dreams as well. Because many people don't do that. They have big dreams, they put it aside, but don't chase them. They stop, they're scared. Or
Yeah.
something is stopping them, pulling them. But I think in order to even treat yourself, even to make yourself feel that you are confident enough to have to first really go forward and try to achieve that. And as long as we are in that path, everything will be beautiful and awesome. So thank you for viewing, everyone, and thank you, Nitya, for hosting. I think we have done today. I think we have both done an amazing job, and we have got a lot of positive ions from the people who
Yes.
are watching it right now and who are going to be watching it later. And I hope our tips have actually helped them. And anyone have anything you want to like share, and all, you can always come up and also share in this comment chat. We will try to follow up as well, even after this. Okay. Thank you and have a
Thank you,
wonderful,
guys.
wonderful day. See you.
See you.
Your performance is getting worse. You will have fewer chances of getting promoted. If you're wondering why is my life stagnant, why can't I get my dream promotion achieved even though I'm working so hard? You might be getting confused with a lot of other questions. Don't worry. Being a dream coach, Steve can help you. I understand your current situation and can help you in achieving your dream. The first step is to have a dream, and you've already succeeded there. Let me do a free assessment for you. Let's start to reboot your life. Once you're done with coaching, congratulations. You're just a few steps away from achieving your dream. Feel free to visit my Facebook page for more information. Check out my facebook.com at Mr. Dream Big Initiative or email me at steve@mrdreambiginitiative.com.